This is lap 799 for Philly.
772 laps for the GTLM leaders. It's the biggest gap that's been for a long, long time.
Well, they've only got 4 laps to complete. And
now Ryan Briscoe over Joey Hand. It's out into double figures now. 11 seconds, 11.5 seconds as they crossed the line last time around. That's 772 laps for the GTLM leaders. It's the biggest gap that's been for a long, long time.
Well, they've only got 4 laps to complete, and then they've reached the overall record, would you believe? He's on 773 there as he's just ticked by. So, gap remaining pretty much the same there, on about 0.8 of a second, and it seems to be the case that Bertolotti new record of 775. GTD battle still ongoing, gap remaining pretty much the same there, on about 0.8 of a second, and it seems to be the case that Bertolotti has this in hand. He's under pressure, no doubt about it. He's got Jerome Blakemollen's bright white coloured Mercedes AMG GT in his mirrors. Cars 11 is the Lamborghini, and remember, this is the car that put in a time in qualifying that would have had it third on the GTD grid, but it was a penalty infraction that dropped the car to the back of the field, driver lineup whatsoever. And there it is, that's the GTD battle over, guys, because into the pits has come Blakemollen. He's rolled the dice, no more. He's had a call in, and he rolls down the pit lane now. His team await. There's the board being waved. It's only fuel going in, no tyres. So the refueler goes on, and as that occurs, the Bertolotti Lamborghini is already into the kink on the infield, now into the braking area of the right-hand western horseshoe, gaining ground, and Blakemollen peels off the pit road. He's on the pit exit roadway that will bring him onto the track just inside the...
And I think you should just about hang on to third place. I think the second place car will be Alvaro Perez. Has he gone through? I think he must have gone through.
So he's down to third, yeah.
So, and the gap between the first and second place cars is now about...
potential to win that for just letting everybody race.
Yeah.
8:01 laps completed. Philippe Albuquerque ahead of now Stuart Middleton. 5:31 and Middleton getting that lap back again. He is still inside that lead lap, is he? Stuart Middleton, the positions haven't changed back again.
He's less than a minute and a half behind. He's half. The gap has come down from almost a minute after the last round of pit stops to half a minute.
10 minutes to go.
Excuse me.
Oh, excuse me.
27.4 as it comes across the line.
27.4.
Second to third.
Okay, so that is Stuart Middleton in the 31 Wheeling Engineering car, and Colin Brown.
Almost a minute after the last round of pit stops to half a minute.
10 minutes to go.
Excuse me.
Oh, excuse me.
27.4 as it comes across the line.
27.4.
Second to third.
Okay, so that is Stuart Middleton in the 31 Wheeling Engineering car, and Colin Brown in the 54 Core Motorsport Orica. Just under a minute then between the 31 and the 54, and that is second. And Joey Hand, and that's 12.1 seconds the gap between the two Ford GTs. But not only have we smashed the previous distance record for the overall class, but one of the subclasses, in inverted commas, the fastest of the GTs, also gets there too. And that's due entirely to Ford GTs just being bulletproof, it would seem, rocking around throughout the night, barely missing a beat, and they've been inseparable for most of the time as well. And I'm talking tenths of seconds between the two Ford GTs for the main part of this, but that gap's now been opened up to 12 seconds between Ryan Briscoe and Joey Hand. GTD, headed by Mirko Bortolotti, on course for Lamborghini. In the race again, so they're continuing on regardless. United Autosports, obviously the 32 car will net them a great result here, considering this is their first Rolex 24, fourth place for the 32 car, but the machine that's grabbed all the headlines in the lead up to this race, by virtue of one of the drivers being Fernando Alonso. Sadly, that 23 car nowhere near the amount of laps that's been completed by the sister machine, and has had several visits behind the wall. It's had punctures, it's had a braking. In fact, I think the braking issues hit the car on two separate occasions, because Fernando Alonso was struggling to get the car stopped into turn one and managed to do the first sector in under 10 seconds, purely because he did none of the infield, and then the car came down pit road. So it spent a long portion of its race in that United Auto. In that United Autosports garage. 6 minutes to go. Action Express on the very cusp of a third victory here in the Rolex 20 sponsored cars.
Outstanding engineering, outstanding pit wall work, working that fuel strategy to the absolute minute. They pitted for their final fuel stop right on, I think it was 38.5 minutes to go, which is just on the cusp of their fuel window. We've seen right on, I think it was 38.5 minutes to go, which is just on the cusp of their fuel window. What we've seen. We do see the genius in that calculation there from the Action Express team. Just ticked by 5 minutes to go now. 804 laps completed by the leader. In first place in the GTLM class, still the number 67, Ryan Briscoe, driven Ford GT, and he's got just under 13 seconds from the second Ford GT of Joey Hand. And the GTD class, car number 11, it's the Lamborghini of Mirko Bortolotti, Grasser Racing.
Number 7, Acura Team Pedres, that balance. Where is Montoya? He's already gone, right, okay, missed that. Yeah, just 5 seconds between those two, heading in the final couple of laps.
Yeah, and both cars are on the infield section now, roughly around the International Horseshoe, having just completed their 708.
Laps more than the old distance record here as well.
Yeah.
So I think the top 10 are probably going to have all.
record-breaking race. It's dreams come true for the young man from Ashington in the northeast of England. Colin Brown flying the flag for the global LMP2 squad. With their Orica from Core Autosport in third position ahead of the Ligier of United Autosports, and then this long line of further...
A las 2 quedamos, a las
Sí,
2.
¿qué hora
Son
es?
20 para las 2. ¿Tú sí estás embarazada o qué?
We didn't get the change for third position in the end. It was tight at the line between Andrea Caldarelli and the 48 Lamborghini and the 33-year-old Blake Emola Mercedes that required that late splash. We still haven't seen Hurricanes. That's a first win ever for Lamborghini as a mark in a 20 crew, and they're going to be side by side, the two Austrian Lamborghini Hurricanes. That's a first win ever for Lamborghini as a mark in a 24.
Christian, many congratulations. We've spoken to Joel. What does this mean to you and the team?
Well, I'm speechless right now. We were a baby in the car since, I don't remember, 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That last hour watching you was
We were a baby in the car since, I don't remember, 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That last hour watching you was it's painful. I'm sure it was for you too.
Oh yeah, it was painful for everyone. I don't know. I'm very happy for the team, Cadillac, Joao, myself, and Philippe, especially after everything.
Well done.
That's Christian Fittipaldi with yet